Hello, I'm Dr. Neeraj Nagpal. I am Managing Trustee Medico's Legal Action Group. This is a group of doctors of around 1,200 in number from across India, all doctors of modern scientific medicine. And we work towards seeking legal solutions to problems which adversely affect the medical profession. We all know that recently Indian Penal Code has been repealed and Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 has now taken its place. Yes, it may have been necessary to change laws which were made in 1860, but my worry is something which very adversely affects the medical profession, which has come into the Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. There are many aspects, but the most important is one, the term medical negligence has now for the first time been included in Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita. The term medical negligence as a crime was not part of IPC 1860, even though doctors used to be prosecuted under section 304, 304A, and so on and so forth. The point is, this now codifies medical negligence and is likely to create a lot of problems. Shri Amit Shah ji in the parliament had said that they will decriminalize the professional activities or the medical negligence in BNS. But unfortunately, when BNS was notified, we saw the section 106, subsection 1, which is what section 304A was corresponding in Indian Penal Code. Here, for rash and negligent act, which is not amounting to culpable homicide, the punishment has been increased from 2 years to 5 years, and only for medical practitioners for a rash and negligent act, meaning an incident of medical negligence or gross medical negligence, the punishment will remain 2 years and there will also be fine. In section 304A in IPC, it used to be imprisonment up to 2 years and or fine. It was the optional. This is now being made mandatory in BNS 2023. But this is not the only issue which I have as regards BNS. The section 117 regarding voluntarily causing hurt or voluntarily causing grievous hurt. The subsection 3 of section 117 says that whoever commits an offense in the course of such commission causes any hurt to a person which causes the person to be in permanent disability or in persistent vegetative state. Now, please remember, when we give IV fluids, when we give injections intravenously, at times there is thrombophlebitis, at times there is compartment syndrome, gangrene, and occasionally amputation of fingers may need to be done. This would be regarded as permanent disability. And similarly, during surgery, if a patient goes into cardiac arrest and we resuscitate the patient to the best of our ability, but the resuscitative process takes time, and during that time, there is hypoxic brain damage, and the person's heart may start working, the person's lungs may start, the person may start breathing, but his brain may have suffered irreparable damage, leaving him in persistent vegetative state. The punishment for this kind of thing is a rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years and which may extend to imprisonment for life. I wish to go back to section 106, subsection 1, where the punishment is 2 years for causing death due to negligence. But a medical negligence which results in permanent disability or persistent vegetative state will be punished with imprisonment not less than 10 years and which may extend to imprisonment for life. This is a very, very serious problem which doctors will have to face in the coming times. Similarly, if you look at section 124, subsection 1, this mainly relates to permanent damage or deformity caused by acid, throwing of acid on a person, but it is also permanent damage or deformity by using any other means. It is not only acid. It could be any other means with intention of causing or knowledge that he is likely to cause such injury. The problem with medical profession is anybody can claim that while giving anesthesia, the doctor had knowledge that anesthesia can result in the problem which has arisen, that is mainly the vegetative state, or whatever other problems may have arisen. This knowledge is part which is imparted on to us. We know that while doing surgery, we can even cause death. But the surgery is being done in good faith in trying to cure or heal the person with some ailment. The idea is not to do the surgery to kill the person, or the idea is not to give anesthesia so that the person goes into vegetative state. But when law is interpreted in courts or when law is being debated in courts, the words which have been used in the act will assume tremendous significance. And here also, if it is proven that you have caused disfigurement or deformity which is permanent by any other means, not necessarily because of acid, which will include medical negligence, the person has gone into vegetative state, the punishment again will be for a term not less than 10 years and may extend to imprisonment for life. I am really, really worried. So many times I have been taught by my teachers, by those who have been my seniors, to resuscitate a patient who goes into cardiac arrest. This may need to be done on a plane. This may need to be done in a hospital. This may need to be done in an operation theater. As of now, all doctors will have to think that the punishment for letting the patient die is less than reviving the punishment which is there for reviving the patient, but the patient having permanent damage to the brain. So how does a person decide whether to resuscitate or not to resuscitate? Should he do an EEG before he starts the resuscitative process? Should he take an opinion from a magistrate or some judicial officer before starting resuscitation? In my view, criminal negligence, criminal prosecution of doctors is something which should just not have been there. No doctor goes with the guilty mind, with the knowledge that he is going to harm the patient. All doctors do their action in good faith. But still, though the protection is given to so many other professions, including the judicial profession, for actions done in good faith, the doctors have been deprived of this. And now the Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita is going to make the matters worse. I am afraid for the future of the medical profession under Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita. I don't have the solutions. My request to the government is to probably review what has been done, and in case something can be amended in this, I'll be grateful. Thank you so very much.